Hey guys. Good morning again. It is about 10:30 here on the East Coast. I wanted to share something with you. I came across this morning off of our YouTube channel, um, and it was something I did a couple of years ago. This information I found out from the Wharton School of Business, which is a very prestigious college for people that are focused on business. What they found out really will share with you why creating wealth in your business is an inside job and why people sign up. You see on the team that some people are just like magnets, right? They sign up people like left and right. And then maybe you're feeling like, I'm not seeing that. I'm not getting that. What am I doing wrong, right? What's not happening? Am I not going fast? Am I not calling enough? Am I not interesting what the School of Business discovered? So let's chat about that. And I think you'll be excited. This is how to get maximum results, by the way, in minimum time. If you're here to create results today, and I'll share a story about Oprah with you too. So why do people buy? And in our business, why do people enroll or sign up with you, right? Is it with you? Is it the company? Is it the products? What is it? So here's what the Wharton School of Business did. They went out and to some of their alumni, who are some very, very successful people, and went through a survey with them on why they felt like people signed up for their business or their services. Like some were doctors, some were attorneys, all different types of businesses. And they had the people who were very, very successful answering these questions. And here are the top 5 why they felt people were signing up or using them for their business. Many of them said it was the price, what they were charging. Now, some people said it was because they had a low price, but other people said it's because they had a high price. Because there's a certain group of people that if it's too inexpensive, they're not going to play because they don't see it as valuable to them. So, you have some, for example, some attorneys that are brand new, maybe they're charging $100, $150 an hour. Somebody who's really good, maybe they're $2,000 and $3,000 an hour. And so the mindset says, well, the person at $3,000 an hour is probably better, or at least they think they are, right? Or depending on what type of business. So the professionals who were very successful said one of the main reasons people sign up with them is their pricing of their product or services. Number 2, they had the right credentials. Many of them felt like, well, I went to Wharton School, or I've had whatever. These are my credentials. I've been through these classes. I'm a certified brand partner. I'm a certified business builder. Whatever that is, that was one of the other main reasons they felt like people were buying and using their services and why they were so successful. The next one was marketing. We've hired an amazing marketing group, and for X amount of dollars, and we've got ads everywhere, and people see it and they resonate with the ad. Or maybe you can think of in our business like a post. Oh, I got this post, it's doing great, like that. Maybe that's the reason that people signed up. So again, these are the answers from the top most successful people they surveyed who went to Wharton School of Business. So price, credentials, marketing, years of experience. This is another one. I've had X amount of years of experience. That's why I'm successful, right? And we hear that a lot in our industry. If somebody has been here for just a few weeks, they tend to believe that they need more experience before they can become successful. Although we've seen people who are brand new, never did this industry before, that become very successful very quickly. But when they ask the top people in their professions, why were people enrolling, signing up, buying their services, paying for their services? Years of experience was one of the reasons that they felt people were buying. The last one was success. Because we've been successful before, that's the reason that people are buying our services or paying for it, okay? So it was fascinating that this is what the people thought. And we do the same thing in network marketing. Number one, that product's too high priced. I can't sell that, right? Or that product is priced right. So, that's why people are buying. And trim is priced right? Under $70. That's a pretty good deal for a month's supply. Credentials the company has, and the company even talks about it. We've got these people with all this experience. We have this master formulator. We've got, Alan Davis. We got CEO. We have the credentials, right? You got a great upline, perhaps. Perhaps not, but you got a great upline, perhaps. And that's exciting, right? So we've got credentials. That's why you want to join. Marketing, man, we're going to show you how to do it on Facebook, or exactly what to text and to say somebody on your phone. Years of experience. Maybe you've got a bunch of years and you can talk with authority, those kind of things. So we can use the same thing in network marketing. This is why most people think they're successful. In our business, the compensation plan, that's another reason they think people sign up. Here's what Wharton School found out. Are you ready? This is crazy, but it's true. Why do most people buy? So what they did is they went, after they did the survey and chatted with their alumni, they got permission to go out and talk to their customers, their alumni's customers, and survey them. The number one reason why those people hired them, the alumni from Wharton School of Business, was certainty. The customers who responded said, we bought from them, we enrolled, we signed up, we bought their services or paid for it, whatever, because they were certain. They had a clarity. They had, another way to say it might be, they had a vision. They knew where they were headed, right? I know in the Bible, in Proverbs, it says, without vision, people blank. Without vision, people perish, right? So the opposite of that is true too, and that is with vision, people flourish. And when you have vision, people will follow that. They'll actually track behind you. Story, I know a few of you on here have heard this before, and Joy's heard it 1,000 times, so I apologize. Back when I was a young man, I was going hiking with some buddies. And we were probably late teens, early 20s, just 4 or 5 guys, 6 guys, and just cutting up. And if you hadn't hung around with a bunch of guys, you probably don't know what the conversations are like. But it has a lot to do with your mother and your girlfriend and all that kind of stuff. But so we're walking, taking a hike. And we were hiking for about, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes. And we were just talking, giving each other a hard time. And all of a sudden, we all started slowing down. Slower and slower we walked until we came to a dead stop. And I remember us standing there looking at each other pretty befuddled. You see, we got lost. We didn't know where we were. And people were like, we were supposed to have seen a rock or something big here to move. Anyway, we were lost. And so we're all standing around. And one of my buddies said, hey, I think it's over this way. And somebody else shot him down, right? Maybe that's happened to you, maybe in your business. Someone says, I've got this great new company. And they go, I don't do that stuff, whatever, right? People always can tell you what won't work. So one of my buddies said over here, another buddy said, no, I think I've seen that tree like 5 times, that kind of thing. And then one of our friends, I'll never forget it, he throws up his hand and he says, follow me. And he starts walking. And I swear to goodness, on like trained seals at a circus, we just followed right along. Bam. Now, what the hell just happened? Think about this. We're all lost. We all agreed we were lost. And all of a sudden, and this is what a leader does, right? He had certainty. Now, he didn't have any, this was way before cell phones. There was no Google Maps. There was no cell phones, right? This is late 70s. And he says, follow me. And we followed him. When people have vision, they enroll other people in their vision. See, what Wharton School found out is the same thing I found out as a young man. It didn't hit me 2 years later. Was my friend didn't have any new information. He did not have Google Maps. He didn't know, but he had a sense of something. And like a leader that he was, he decided to take action and move. And when he said, follow me, that was a level of certainty. And as he started moving in action, walking, we, because we had no vision, started following like trained seals in a circus, right? That's certainty. Now, he didn't have to work up to certainty. He didn't have to think about it. He made a decision that I'm done wondering, let's go this way. Boom, follow me. And we all did. Now think about how that relates to your business, right? When you're certain, when you have a vision, when you cast a vision, when you tell people, hey, this is what's happening, this is where I'm going, they will sign up. Now they're going to tell their family and friends they signed up because of the price, because of the credentials, because of the marketing plan, because of years of experience, because of success, previous success, whatever. But the reason they signed up, because you had a vision and you had certainty in that vision. Now, some people think vision is something is only reserved for world leaders or, Nelson Mandela, anybody that, had a vision. There's positive and negative visions, right? And Hitler had a vision. Nelson Mandela had a vision. All of our presidents have their own vision. We can disagree on what they are, but they all have a vision and people enroll in that. But when you have a vision and you are clear on where you're heading, people will enroll with that. Again, they'll tell their family and friends it's everything else, but they enroll because you knew where you were going. Okay. So here's the next question that comes up if you've accepted that premise, which I believe 100% is absolutely true. And so how do I get certainty? Right? That's true, Dave. Great. Good story. Good stuff. Glad you didn't get lost. Obviously, we made it back to civilization or I wouldn't be talking here. But how do you get this thing called certainty? Right? Some people are waiting for stuff. This is really, really typical. And I was really guilty of this one. I was waiting for the company to do something different, or for my upline to do something different, or for something to change in the economy, or you're waiting for something. Just take a look. And it may not be something you consciously think about. Just notice your actions. Are your actions one of moving with certainty? Are they moving in an ease, a fluidity, a simplicity? Certainty has a certain elegance about it. It's not necessarily hard work. It's certain work, but it's not hard work. So if you're waiting for something, kind of take a look at that and look at your results. If you're holding back or someplace you're doing that. Another one for me, and maybe for you too, it's hoping. Well, I hope this happens, or I hope they sign up. The only problem that I used to have with that was when I was hoping they would and I wasn't leading from my own certainty, they rarely signed up. And so I became more and more frustrated. So how do you get this thing certainty? I'm telling you more problems. I'm not giving you an answer. So how do you get this thing called certainty? Do you know that certainty is available right now? I mean, like in this instant, certainty is available. It's simply a decision to be certain. Think about this. One of the number 3 selling book on the planet after the Bible and the Quran is a book called Think and Grow Rich, written by Napoleon Hill, published in 1937, where he interviewed 500 of the top most wealthiest men in the world to find their secrets. Here's one of the top 2 things that they did. Number 1, they spent 10 minutes a day demanding certainty. They said demanding confidence out of oneself, demanding confidence. And then they spend 30 minutes a day thinking about the person they intend to become. Not down the road, not in the future, but right now, like having certainty right now. That person, that who you're being. Great story. I just heard this yesterday morning. This is about Oprah. And the lady, Christine Marie Sheldon, who teaches a class called Overcoming Your Blocks to Abundance through Mind Valley. It's a really cool class, $300 or $400, absolutely worth it. She was talking about there's a difference in time. Many people are living in the future. Someday right? Someday I'll do this. Someday I'll do that. Someday I'll have success. And I see down in the future. She said, Oprah, what's really fascinating about Oprah Winfrey is Oprah collapsed time. Instead of it being in the future, she said, I'll have money. I have money, not I'll have. I have money now. And a lot of people will think, well, yeah, she has money. She can say that because she has money. She would argue or present to you that she has money now because she lived from the place of not hoping, not wanting, not having money in success in the future, but having it now, and would spend her thoughts on it's all around me and seeing that which was already all around her and focusing on that. Whatever you focus on is what you attract more into your life, right? The law of attraction. Whatever you focus, whether you want it or not. Now, most people don't focus on what they want. They focus on, I don't want that, or I don't like that, or I don't like that post, or what that said, or this. They're focusing on what they don't want, so they're going to get more of that. Have you ever noticed people, especially on Facebook, it's so easy on Facebook to see this, they're always complaining or down about something. And notice all their friends, they're kind of loading up. It's called, kill the man with the football. We used to play this game. You throw the football to somebody, whoever caught it, we'd all dive on. So you try to get rid of the football right quick. But that you'll see that on a page. Another example, it happens with men and women. It was just easier for me to see it with my women friends. They would be dating somebody, and that person, let's say they weren't being treated really well at all. And everybody, we could all see it. Maybe you've got friends that you've seen it like this, and you don't want to say something because you're your friend, you're their friend, but you just know it's horrible. And finally, they dump the guy, and you're like, oh, thank God you dumped him, right? And then 3 months later, they start dating the same guy. Now, I mean, he's got a different face. He drives a slightly different car, but he's the same person, right? So they didn't change anything on who they were being. they kept putting out the same energy. So back to the law of attraction, whatever you put out is what you get back. So they didn't change the energy they put in, so they kept getting the same results. So here's what I want you to do. If you want to attract more business today, if you want to have more people sign up today, make a decision, number one, to be certain. Make a decision that you have certainty in your life now, and you can actually get the feeling of it right now. Okay. So let's do this. I want you to imagine being certain right now. Now, if you're driving, don't close your eyes unless that's how you normally drive. But if you're driving, don't do this. But if you're sitting there, stop for just a second. Take a big breath, okay? Drop your shoulders. Now I want you to put them back a little bit, raise your chin up a little bit, and start getting the feeling of imagining you're certain in your business. This is the right business. Your timing is perfect. People are on their way to you. They're trying to get to you, but they want to respond to you when you're certain, not when you're halfway there. So I want you to start getting that feeling and that image. Now, where do you feel it? You may think it in the brain, but a lot of you will feel it in your core. You'll feel it in your gut, somewhere in the solar plexus, and you'll get that feeling of this power. Some people see a white light. You can get this feeling. It could be a picture. It could be a feeling. Everyone looks at it, feels that, experiences it different, but just get the sense of being certain in your business right now. And how does that feel? Now, here's the game. You want to carry that feeling with you all day. And the way Napoleon Hill said to do it is spend 30 minutes every morning thinking about the person you intend to become, having that certain feeling. Not that it's down the road. I want you to put it on yourself right now, that you have that feeling, that you have that way of being right now, of being certain about your business. And start noticing. Now, for me, it usually takes 3 or 4 days before I start noticing how I'm treating the world different, and how the world, usually I notice that the world's treating me different. Then all of a sudden we got people signing up and I'm like, well, where the hell they come from? Okay. It's just people are looking back to when you have vision, and being certain is having vision. So vision isn't about world leaders. It's about you deciding where you're headed, that you're actually on the right path, and that you feel certain today. And if you can combine, and I've got a little scale up on my board over here, and one side of it on the scale says happiness now, and the other side says vision. So you want to know where you're going, but you want to balance that with having that in the present. When you do that, people show up, people sign up, your business will flourish, your life will flourish. You can attach this and focus on this in any aspect of your life. So that's what I had to share for you today, guys. So imagine being certain. Hey, sometimes I'll set my little alarm on here, a little app called Chime, 2 minutes before the top of the hour, from 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. at night. It gives me a little beep 2 minutes before the top of the hour. Are we there yet? So in about 12, 14 more minutes, it'll beep, and I'll stop for a second, whether I'm driving a car, whatever I'm doing, and kind of go, yeah, that's me being successful. That's me right now. I can feel the success. I feel people flowing to me. I feel I'm certain of what I have and who I'm being. You just get it for a minute and then let it go and go about your day. But if you'll do that, guys, you're going to see a success. I promise. I promise. Have a great Friday, guys. You absolutely deserve it. We love you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.